Wake up, buy here, pay here people. It's a beautiful day. Go grab yourself another cup of joe and say hello to Jim and Michelle Rhodes on the Buy Here, Pay Here morning show. Take it away, you two.
Goodness, it's Monday. Happy Monday.
That explains a lot. that makes a lot of sense. Oh my gosh.
Now. Yeah. And I was just, as we were listening to the thing, we've been doing a couple of yard things, and like every day he's like, I have a sliver. And so he's digging it out, a splinter. And I, just as I was getting started, do you want to see? Yeah, I got a sliver.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I didn't notice that until
we should probably take a poll. Who calls it a sliver and who calls it a splinter? Like I wouldn't have known.
We'll ask our guest when he comes on. That's the first question, Tommy. So be prepared.
It's like a sliver of what? Like what is it?
Oh, that's funny. Okay. What do we got for
announcements? Just a couple of V8 meetings this week. I put the word out on the success group and I think boardroom as well about kind of looking for moderators. And
my goodness. Really great feedback from people, and
Tommy,
and one of which is our guest today, and
John DeFilippo and several. And I think I can just say here that we're obviously going to, our preference is going to be dealers who are retired or at least are established enough that they have kind of an absenteeism or availability to be able to give some time to kind of mentorship.
And what we're kind of talking about with, what's our definition of a dealer? Because there's a lot of definitions of dealers out there.
Is there?
I perceive that there is.
Okay.
But the dealer principal, name on the license, the one that buck stops here, kind of mentorship, so that there's that's our preference.
These members of these groups are dealers. There are some managers who sit in with dealers or in place of the dealer principal on occasion, but these are dealers. So I think it's going to be best if we have folks who are dealers themselves and so on. So we'll talk to those that are reaching out, but I'm glad to have folks who are stepping in to do that, because I think this is ultimately how we can grow and provide the service.
Well, and
to more
we're
people.
Looking at an expansion this year. So, excuse me, we're just trying to get ahead of the ball. So,
right.
So
part of that for me is getting, if we can get some folks kind of lined up for that, then I can start to invite them. Get them under confidentiality and start to invite them into those meetings so they can sit in and kind of see how it all works.
Yep, absolutely. Weather's changing. I know everyone out there is, really concerned about. I had to actually wear a sweater outside this morning when we were having coffee. Yeah. So it just feels like, it's fall. And then that makes Jim and I start thinking, all right, that means it's going to get colder. Yeah. And it's going to get colder. And then we'll have winter and there'll be snow and we'll be like, I want to be in Florida.
Some folks can relate to this. It's cool enough this morning. It's time to start thinking about rearranging the drawers, getting the warm socks closer to the top and some of that kind of stuff.
What's really interesting is that a dude is sitting there talking about switching out their seasonal wardrobe.
What?
So all you ladies out there, I thought that we were the only ones.
So what happens as you get older and you get wiser, you don't want to bend over all the way winter long.
Gotcha. Exactly.
That's just not smart.
Exactly.
So it's not so much a wardrobe thing. It's just it's functionality.
But it's just coming at the exact same result from different angles.
Is it?
Yep. Okay. It's the exact same thing. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, just so you all know, I know that we talked about getting moderators for V8, but there are seats available with the groups that we've got right now. So if and that's from new, like new to thousands of accounts. So we've got groups that'll fit for everybody. Yep. Alrighty, you ready?
Yeah, let's bring in Mr. Tommy Brandis.
We're going to bring in our good friend Tommy Brandis, who has been with us from day one of the podcast.
4.
No,
we did a couple 3 episodes in May, and then Tommy joined us on June 1st.
But I know, Tommy was part of can we broadcast in Success?
Oh, Success. Well, that part's definitely
absolutely.
True.
So welcome
Tommy Brandis. Welcome.
Good morning, guys. It's been a minute since the first class.
It has. It's been a few months.
Yeah.
And a lot's been happening, right?
Oh man, it's crazy. Crazy.
Good stuff.
So we didn't get a chance to verify all of our AV setup. So folks who are listening, if you're getting any kind of echo, please let us know. We're okay on our side. We don't hear anything, Tommy, but I know that
there's a little bit of a We
checked all the apparatus on our side, and it all seems good over here. But anyway, just if our folks are having an echo, let us know, and we'll see what we can do to tweak a few things over here. But otherwise,
yeah. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
And I'm the outlier.
Yeah, me too. I'm just, and now I have to, because I feel like it's part of my identity.
Sorry, there is an echo. Yeah, and so you're just joining us on your Android phone, which is awesome. I mean, side note, I love technology. It's making it more and more easy for people to connect virtually.
Yeah.
And, have this kind of conversation. So it's pretty awesome.
And it could be, Tommy, I don't know if we're hearing an echo or they're picking up, because since we don't hear it on our side, it makes me think if you've got anything like a speaker on your side that you can turn the volume down, then maybe that would make a difference.
Lots of echo from Tommy Brandis. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dayla. So yeah,
Kate, he said
Kate,
so let us know if that's if that has resolved itself a little bit. But
takes care of some of it.
Let's talk about the stuff.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about stuff, not echoes.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to help our listeners be able to stay tuned in. But I think so. Tommy, a couple of things. We wanted to certainly talk about your event. We want to talk about static pool. I've got some stuff loaded up here because you were good enough to share with me some time ago the static pool stuff that you have done for many years, way back. We're talking like 2000. You started tracking a lot of this stuff, and so I want to definitely get around to talking about the static pool stuff. But first, I want to make sure that folks know how to find your upcoming event. I put a post out yesterday. I did the quick math. It starts 3 weeks from yesterday on a Sunday evening, if I'm correct. So we want to make sure and get the word out about what you got going on over there. It looks like you kick off on Sunday evening, got a football game and some workshops on Sunday.
We actually kicked off Sunday at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Okay, right on.
Bill Nyland has put together a huge 3-hour workshop with a long list of industry professionals that will basically teach you everything you need to know to increase your profits in 2025.
Right on. So that's something that Bill from TaxMax?
Bill from TaxMax.
Yep. And so I've seen some of the visuals and the ads that have been going out, and so you've got a lot of I think most of the Buy Here Pay Here United people that come are going to be there, and so with their expertise and education and support, and a few others too. Maggie's going to be there, and Terry Myers and all of that. So
Myers, I think Tracy Myers.
Sorry, Tracy Myers.
Tracy's going to keynote. We have Michael York. Everybody knows Michael. And he'll be keynoting at the convention, and then Tracy's going to keynote. He has book signing.
Oh, right on.
He's also going to be helping us with the Sunday workshop with Bill.
Oh, good.
Well, it's amazing.
Yeah,
and
we're looking forward to.
One more technical thing. This may not work so well on your side, Tommy, but if you can, when you're speaking, if you can kill your speaker, wherever you're hearing us, I think if that's easy enough to do, then we might try that to see.
Don't mute though.
No, don't mute. Just kill your speaker, so that I think that's where people are picking up maybe.
It's just as a whatever we can do to help virtually. Let us know.
Yeah,
so if you want to broadcast any of the stuff from the convention, that's fantastic. And I know, Tommy, it's a special kind of regional. It's really anyone is invited. Price is super low.
We've opened it up. It's not your typical IADA convention.
Yeah.
The board, the Mid Atlantic board for years has had a vision of bringing the Vegas style convention to the East Coast.
Right on.
And so the biggest problem with the dealer is they can't get out of their dealership or a small dealer. So we figured if we could bring something to the East Coast and bring the same features and the same level of education and training where one person dealers can drive in and just take one day. That was what we're looking to do. So we're bringing it to life.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, and like I said, if there's anything that we can do on our side virtually to help out with broadcasting anything or anything like that, just let us know. We'd be happy to help out with that.
Thank you.
So you said Sunday 2 to 5, and then you have all day Monday, and you have a football kind of gathering on Sunday night, and then you have an Eagles game on Monday night.
Yeah.
You kind of wrap up your full day Monday with an Eagles game, and then you have kind of a wrap up on Tuesday morning. Am I right?
Yeah, it's going to be a welcome football game on both nights. We have two 20-foot TV screens in the vendor hall.
Oh, fun!
So we got couch set up and everything. So we watch it Sunday night, and then Monday night there's a big street only vendor tailgate. And it's multiple things going on in the background here.
It's okay. Well, actually, for a second there, it was a little easier to hear you for just a second.
Yeah, for some reason my Bluetooth is not connecting. I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay. Technology.
Trust me, I am not a technology guy. That's why I have to running the dealership and be an executive director.
Yeah.
No,
so Monday night is a industry exclusive Monday night football tailgate party. And we're just going to have all sorts of food and adult beverages.
That sounds like fun.
Fortunately, the Eagles are playing. Everybody's bringing their football here. It'll be awesome.
Yeah,
should be a good time.
Well, you guys did that last year a little bit. I remember seeing pictures and everyone in their jerseys and just kind of having fun with a football theme and watching a game and all that
stuff. We threw together about 6 weeks this year. We had a year to plan.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, that's awesome.
So let's talk about this static pool study that you have done for many years. And I've got some stuff I can share on the screen. But before I do that, I just wanted to kind of hear from you about kind of your definition of static pool and kind of how you use it, why you think it's important.
Well, I don't know. I thought everybody uses it. Anybody knows it. Static pools are just something that you track where over time you're going to learn when your losses come. How many losses you have and when they come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so kind of so it's basically, for those not familiar, you're basically, and there's a lot of different ways to do static pools. You can do them on a portfolio base. People analyze based on a calendar month. You can analyze them based on a management team. There's lots of different ways that you can segment a pool of loans and analyze them. And so that's basically what, pool analysis would be. But you're just kind of taking a locked in measurement of, what's, how the loans have performed. And so obviously that's best done. You can track them on an ongoing basis, but it's obviously most telling whenever the portfolio has mostly matured or seasoned out, resolved itself, whether through charge off or payoff or whatever, then you obviously learn more. So let me try sharing this thing on the screen this is one example from what you had provided.
We're going to actually do that without any people on it so that we can
enlarge it a little bit.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Right there.
There you go.
A little bit.
So I just picked 1 month, Tommy, and I picked one about 5 years ago, so that a little more than 5, so that we'd have one that's kind of worked its way through. But, I can see that you've got 31 loans originated. So what I'm gathering from that is you had 31 sales in the month of January 2019, and then you just continue to track it for, it looks like 20 to 24 plus months. And so you want to explain what people are seeing there?
Yeah, basically you take your total sales for the month, and then your total gross profit, and then your total amount of finance. There's two there. And then as the loan was charged off, whatever month it was, that's what just move over and put the numbers. Okay. So as all those loans were mature, you get obviously your final number.
Gotcha. So you're just adding that kind of as you go. So I think it was just interesting when I saw the way you had it kind of laid out here. I'm used to seeing them kind of all in one bucket, if you will, like they all string together in a continuous spreadsheet or whatever. But But I can see that you chose to kind of group yours by a particular month.
Correct. And then if I knew technology, I could stack all those months on top of each other and then you'd be looking at what you're talking about.
Yeah. Gotcha. Tommy, we're getting messages back that people are really having a hard time with the audio, so we may need to regroup and
maybe we should do this. We can finish this out and maybe schedule a time in the next 24 to 48 hours where we can record it.
Yeah,
and then drop that in all the places that listen.
Sure.
But let's, we can finish the conversation and then you guys can go through and
yeah, for sure. So maybe if you're able to mute and maybe kill your speaker on your side, Tommy, I think what we can do is we probably ought to wrap up for today and let plan a time for
absolutely, because I know there's so much value in hearing what Tommy. Tommy's just like one of the titans of dealers. He's a titan.
I hadn't heard that.
Did you know that you're a titan, Tommy?
So Tommy can't. He's muted and got his speaker killed.
Can you hear us, Tommy?
No, he can't hear us. He's killed his audio and video. So, or not his video, but anyway, just I think we better wrap up until we can figure out the AV stuff with him, and we'll come back at a time because people definitely want to hear what. Yeah,
so we'll do this again. Thank you for everyone that has joined us.
Yeah,
and we will make sure that we get this.
Yeah,
and
in the meantime,
done.
Let me just make sure that folks know where to find. If you go to of course, you can find Mid Atlantic IADA on Facebook. You can also go to midatlanticiada.org, and then you'll find the agenda over there, and you can get registered for the convention over there. So again, we're inside of 3 weeks now. So if you're going to hop on a plane to be there, then it's time to make that decision. And and we definitely want to see folks who are driving distance. It's going to be a high value event.
Yeah, I know that it will be helpful for a lot of dealers, just like Tommy said, to be able to something that's closer than Vegas is a great place to go, and you can usually the airlines you can get a cheaper rate and all of that, but this is something that's just going to allow a lot of the East Coast dealers to be able to go somewhere where it's not going to cost an arm and a leg to fly and all of that too. So it's great idea.
NIADA President Jeff Martin will be in attendance as well, so folks get a chance to get over there and chat with him as well. So, cool. and I wish I could be there because Tommy said everybody knows Michael York except for Jim Rhodes. Apparently, I don't know Mr. York, so I would love to have a chance to get to know him and hear him speak. But anyway, perhaps
I am a little bit frozen here too. So
so we may have some technical stuff on.
All right,
as well.
So let's go ahead and just end this out, and then we will get this recorded and get it.
We'll
bring it back to you maybe later today, something like that. So we'll get with Tommy and figure out how we can do that. Thank you everyone for joining us. We really appreciate everybody's support. And especially the support to Tommy for, we know that he's just well loved in the area. So, all right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. And we will be watching for a drop of this recorded again.
We'll bring Tommy back in a way you can hear him.
Yes. Yay. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody.